Alright, can I have everyone inside and sitting on the floor, please? Thank you. I'll be giving points to those who are on their best behaviour. Alright, we've just come inside. We've been on our invertebrate hunt, where we've been looking for insects, and we've been filling out this worksheet where we write down on our worksheet where in the school we found particular bugs. Now, who found a butterfly? Can anyone tell me if they found a butterfly? Hands up. Chris, you found a butterfly?
Yes.
Well done. Did anyone find a beetle? They're a bit harder to find. Did anyone find a beetle? Susie, you found a beetle?
I found a beetle.
Well done. Well, while we were looking for invertebrates, Sarah found something particularly special, and it wasn't an invertebrate. We weren't looking for what Sarah found, but I said that she could include it in her survey because you don't find them every day. Sarah, can you share with everyone what you found?
It was a blue-tongue lizard.
Well done, Sarah. And how do we know that it's a blue-tongue lizard?
Well, he had blue tongue.
Excellent, of course, because he has a blue tongue. Now, I want everyone to quietly whisper in the ear of the person next to you if you know what kind of animal a lizard is. Now, put your hand up if you agree with the person next to you. Hand up if you disagree with the person next to you. Alright, those who agree, call it out.
It's a reptile.
Well done, everybody. Good work. Now, Sarah, can you share with the class where you found the lizard?
It was under this big log that I found and had to pick up.
Wow, so it was in a log. Now, can anyone else think of something? What's another example of something that could be living in or under a log? Can anyone think of anything else? So, Sarah found a lizard in a log. Rookie.
Bugs.
Bugs could be living in a log. Anything else? How about Susie?
Snakes could be in a log.
Snakes could be living in a log. Snakes could be living in a log, so you should be really careful when looking around the logs because there could be a snake curled up in there. Now, what's something else? Can someone think of something that could be perched on top of a log? Because we know that there's animals that live inside the log and there's animals that live underneath the log, such as the bugs and the lizards. What are some animals that might use the logs just to sit on? Harry?
Birds.
Birds. Excellent. Well done. All right. Now, I would like you all to have a bit of a think, and then with the person next to you, I want you to share with them why you think that the animals that we've just mentioned, so we mentioned snakes, we've mentioned lizards, which are both reptiles. Well done. We've mentioned bugs, could be living in a log, and then birds perch on top of a log. So I would like you to have a think and then share with the person next to you why you think that those animals need logs. Alright, I'll give you about 1 minute, and then I'd like some people to share with the class what they've found out, okay? And I'll be watching again for the best workers, alright? And you'll get points for your team. Alright, is everyone ready? Alright, who'd like to share? Alright, Mindy, what did you come up with? You and Sally, what did you come up with together?
We came up with that we think they need the logs so they don't get ate by a bird.
Which animals need the logs so they wouldn't be eaten by birds?
All the ones living in it, like the snakes and the lizards and the bugs.
Good, well done, because we did work on the food chain last week and we glued the animals onto the chain, and you knew, didn't you, that the the birds eat the lizards. But one thing is, though, that we know that some snakes actually eat the kookaburras, because they're some of our native animals, and some of the snakes eat the kookaburras. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but very good try. Well done. Anybody else? Sam?
They would use the log as a home.
Who would use the log as a home?
The lizards and the snakes.
Excellent, well done. Why would they use the log as a home? Why is it a good home? Why do you think that they would choose that as their home? Do you think it would be a good shelter?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things would it be sheltered from? Because we just heard from Mindy that they would live in there to hide from predators. So we know that a log also protects them from...
The rain.
Well done! Excellent! Well done, Sam. Amazing. All right, excellent. All right, anybody else? I want to hear about birds this time. Why do we think that birds would use a log to perch from? Harry.
Well, birds would probably use a perch to sit on so they could have a nice place to sit.
Yeah. But they could be sitting up on the trees. They could. Why do we think they'd come all the way down just to a log just to sit? They'd have to have a pretty good reason, right?
So they could flap down on their dinner.
Yes, well done. And what do birds eat? They're higher up on the food chain, so they would eat
Snakes and snails and lizards.
Well, yes, you're quite right. Some birds would eat lizards, and some would eat bugs and small worms. If a big eagle might come down and get a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well done, well done. All right. So these animals, they all need logs, right? So what do we think would happen if there weren't any logs? What would happen then?
They'd probably all die.
So if they all died, then the animals wouldn't exist anymore, right? And as we know, the logs are very important for particular animals to live. And animals choose to live in particular places for particular reasons. For shelter, for food, for protection from predators. And that leads us to our next activity. So I would like everyone to stand up and go to their desks, and I will tell you what we're about to do.